Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the FS Coach, and in this video I'll be teaching you extensively how to trade supply and demand. Okay, so I'm on this chart, AUDCAD, okay, and on daily time frame. So this is where we are going to start our analysis from, and I'm going to analyze how you can pick this sell, how you could have entered for this sell, okay, and outlook to pick on this buy. All right, so that's what I'm going to be explaining in this video. Okay, so let's get into the video. Now let's talk about the chart. Okay, so me looking at this chart, we know that this market is on a descending channel. Okay, this market is on a descending channel. So we have a descending channel right here. So how we could have entered for a sell at this point? Okay, I'm going to be explaining some few things we could have look out to, and pick ourselves from this point. Okay, now we could have seen that over time the market has been dropping from this line, has been serving as a resistance point. So the market coming down, touching it the fourth time, is a sign that this market is going to drop. Okay, so we have our first notice right there. Okay, a descending channel, the market is coming back to touch it the fourth time. This market is going to drop. Okay, so now what are the things we need to look out to? Remember, I'm teaching on supply and demand. Okay, so remember I said in my previous video that a supply level is a level whereby the market make the last bullish or a bearish candle before the market make a big movement down. Okay, so we can identify this to be our supply level. Okay, so we have a supply level right here. Okay, so trading supply and demand, the market started dropping from this zone, so we are expecting the market to come back to this level. Okay, and we sell when we see a rejection on this supply level. Okay, so when we see a rejection, we are going to go in for our sell. Okay, so and we have a rejection right here. So we can clearly see that we have a rejection several days. The market has been rejecting, did not go above this level that we have here. Okay, so this is a sign that this supply level is working. Okay, because the candlestick did not break through, and maybe retest and continue to go up. So this level is actually a very strong level. Okay, so we can then go down to our lower time frame to pick our entry. Okay, so we've established that the market is going to sell right from this point. Okay, so we need to go down to our lower time frame to pick our entry. So first we can go to 4 hours, okay, to see the market behavior on the chart. Okay, I could have loved to show you this on my metaphor, okay, because I have RSI installed. So the first thing I could spot here is that the market make this higher high and fails to go above it. Okay, and if you are using RSI 14, you will notice that there is actually a divergence, okay, around this point. Okay, so that's our second confirmation. All right, and we see that the market is rejecting on our supply level. Okay, you can see this massive rejection. You can see this massive rejection where the market is rejecting on this supply level. Okay, so you could have picked your sell at this point. Okay, after this rejection, you could have picked your sell here. Okay, so remember we are trading supply and demand, so that's the first entry you could have. The first entry you could have is that the market from this supply zone, okay, dropped and then come back to this level. Okay, you could pick another sell here after a rejection or after a candlestick. So there are several confirmation that you can use to build your confluence. In my last video, I talk about divergence, I talk about candlestick pattern. Okay, so you can wait for a rejection. A rejection is a candlestick pattern. You can wait for candlestick pattern like engulfing, bearish engulfing. You can also wait for chart pattern. Okay, this is like M and W. Okay, and then the second leg the market will drop. I have several videos where I explain M and W pattern. Okay, so that is our first entry. Remember, we've established from the daily time frame that this market is going to drop. From daily, we have established that this market is going to drop because it's on a descending channel. Okay, now this is where I'm actually going. Now let's go to 1 hour time frame. Okay, so let's say you miss this particular entry, you mix this entry. Okay, this massive drop right here, how you could have entered the market at this point again, because this is another selling point. This is another selling point. Okay, if you miss this, you could also enjoy this. Okay, and that's the essence of supply and demand. Okay, because the market has already created a supply level right here where the market is going to supply. For those that miss out right here, they can also get into the market here. Okay, now let's look into the chart. So the market make a significant movement down. Let's measure it. Okay, up to like 64 pips. The market make like 64 pips down. Okay, so remember what I said, that your supply level is your last bearish or bullish candle before a massive movement. Okay, so this is a massive movement. We have a massive movement here. Okay, so you pick the last bullish candle. This is another massive movement. Okay, you pick the last bullish candle rather. This is a massive movement. Pick the last bullish candle. Okay, I'm just going to show you that right now. So trading supply and demand, we are expecting the market to supply around this level again. I need a rectangle. Okay, so here we have our supply. Okay, so we have our supply at this level. Okay, where we're expecting the market to come back to and reject. Okay, the market can come down, come back here. You can pick for another sell here if the market is coming back. Okay, but the market did not come back, so we miss out. So here is another supply level. So this is where I'm going exactly. So here is another supply zone. Okay, where we are expecting the market to come back to and start selling again. Okay, so here is my point. So after spotting this supply zone, the market made a massive movement down, then came back to this zone. You can see the market rejected on this supply zone and then started another movement down. Okay, so if you have missed this whole movement, okay, right from our daily entry, you could have picked for another sell here. Okay, we could have picked another sell here following our supply and demand. Okay, now let's say this market has already made a massive movement again. You still want to get into the market, you could have picked, another supply zone. We have a supply zone here. Okay, there's one. So we will be waiting for the market to, you know push back up, come to this supply zone, and then we enter for the market. Okay, but the market did not come near our supply zone here. So you could continue to look for supply zone, look for demand zone, and continue picking your trade in that regards. Okay, so I've been able to point to you. Let me go back to 4 hours. So if you miss out if you miss out from entry here, you could pick, okay, from this entry, okay, and that's the essence of supply and demand, to enter for the market again. So if you master supply and demand, you will always get an entry to enter some massive movement into the market. Okay, here is another one, guys. Here is another one here. You will see it clearer on a lower time frame. Okay, this small this small bullish candle right here before this massive movement down. Okay, the market did a retracement back to this point before dropping again. All right, so here is how you continue to spot your demand and supply level all the time, guys. So now here is my analysis for AUDCAD against the next week. Okay, so let's start from daily. So here the market is currently on a demand level. Okay, so here's a demand level right here. Now let me just delete all the drawings. Okay, so from daily perspective, we have the market is on this demand level. Okay, so let's just go to 4 hours to see a better picture. So now I will pick my demand zone to be around this level. Okay, so I want to see the market reject out of this zone. Okay, and as you can see, the market bounces into this zone, bounce off. So I'll be expecting the market to come back. I explained something about M and W pattern. Okay, and on this second leg, can kick in into the market. Okay, so by the time I go to MT4, I'll be showing you if there's any divergence with RSI. Okay, that will kick us into the market. Okay, so we have confluence that this market is on a demand zone. Okay, and we're expecting the market to push up, so we are just waiting for it to give us a pattern, and then we kick into the market. Okay, so don't forget what I explained. Okay, if you miss out on this entry right here, if you miss out on this particular entry, you can always get in. When the market has made its movement, it will always create a demand zone. Okay, to create a demand level where the market will have to retrace back to, and then from that level you can buy again, because the market will continue to go up. you know all these are what gives us the idea, the theory that the market continues to give us a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right, because the market will always retrace to give you another entry into the market. Okay, so if you know how to count your structure from establishing the fact that, okay, this market is going to be on a downtrend right from this level, descending channel, we established that from the daily time frame. So the market will come back to give us a low. Okay, move up to give us a lower high. Okay, go down to give us a lower low, move up to give us a lower high. Okay, go down to give us a lower low again, move up to give us a lower high. Okay, then this will start to turn to an uptrend in this case when the market fails to give us a lower low. Okay, and that's why I'm talking about the W pattern, because here is the lowest low that we have. Okay, low. So this market will just come back to this low again, will not break it, and then we'll start going up, break this high, do a retracement that will give us our demand level. Okay, and they're kicking into the market. All right, I hope you get what I'm explaining. Okay, so I will just do a forecast that will publish on my trading view account. Okay, where I will, so let us make our prediction on this day. So I'll do a follow-up and I'll post it on my YouTube channel. So we are going to go for a long position. Okay, so our stop loss will just be below our demand level. Okay, so our stop loss is just 30 pips, barely 33 pips. Okay, and we are expecting this market to move up to this is still small. Let's go to daily time frame to see the next demand zone. So we're expecting the market to get to this zone. Okay, so here is my prediction on AUDCAD. Okay, I'm not going to get into the market. I'm going to place a pending order, okay, for this market to start moving up. And don't forget, I explained that if you miss out this entry, you can always get back into the market following the demand and supply rule. Okay, there will always be a level whereby the market will retrace on this demand level and push up again. All right, so here is my forecast, and I'm going to publish this right now. Okay, so I'm going to publish this. So I will show you an update. AED card. So we are expecting AED card to be bullish from the demand level. Okay, so I'm just going to publish this right now. So it's an analysis. We are going for a long position. Okay, so I'm going to publish this idea, and I will share an update with you. I will share an update with you on YouTube.